Hey everybody, I know it's not a Friday and this is really random, but I want to make a response video to Miles's rant on passing, I think he called it. Basically I agree with most of what you're saying, especially the part where you said that passing is like passing off as something you're not, which in our case, like we all say, "Oh, do I pass as a guy? Do I pass as a guy?" Well, before people get comfortable with themselves, they feel like they're kind of lying to people in the sense that they're, anatomically female, but they look like a guy, and they want to make sure that they pass like a guy because they don't want to be seen as female. But I do understand, like, once you get comfortable with yourself, once you're more, used to it, that passing becomes more of a, like, if you read me as a female, then I'm passing as a female because I'm not female. But most people, it takes a long time to get comfortable with yourself, and you probably did it when you first started too. I mean, you've got this I don't care attitude, like I don't care what people think of me, blah 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 attitude, but I feel like, I don't know, not everyone has the self-confidence that you do. Not everyone has the self-confidence that I do, especially younger teenagers, who are just younger people who are figuring out who they are. It's really hard for them to be, out and just okay with themselves. I remember when I came out to myself, I denied it. And I was scared, and I didn't want to be a freak, so I just put it in the back of my brain and tried to live as a girl for a good few months. Obviously that didn't work, but then even when I did come out to my friends and I did come out to my family, I was still really awkward about it because I really didn't want to be trans. I really wasn't okay with myself being trans, and it was, really hard. It's really hard to accept yourself, and I feel that you've probably come to the point where you've accepted yourself enough to be confident in yourself and to be confident in how you are. But this isn't an attack at you either. I'm just kind of pointing out the little things about passing, trying to get everyone just more understand just what goes on in our heads when we're first coming out, because it's really really hard to just come out and be like, oh, I'm trans, especially because society puts us in such a bad light that it's like, what the hell, who wants to be trans? Being transgendered is like a pain in the ass. It's financially hard, it's fucking mentally hard, it's societally hard, it's just hard in general, and nobody chooses to be this way. So, as for passing, I know that I myself get really freaked out about myself. I'm more comfortable now that I'm on T, especially because my face has changed, as everyone's pointed out. But going to the bathroom before and stuff, I used to be really nervous, and then eventually it's more of a comfort level that you need to reach with yourself, and realizing that you have male privilege and that people do see you as a guy. The whole passing, people just freak out, and yeah, people are going to be obsessed with passing. As for the people who, on the forums, who are oh, if I don't look female now, I'm never gonna, be female, I'm never gonna look female, the male females, or the guys who are oh, I'm always gonna be, super feminine, and my body's never gonna change. It's just one of those, first starting things that they haven't done the research yet, especially the teenagers on Laura's Playground. Speaking as a teen moderator on that website, oh my god, they can drive me mad, I swear to god. But it's just, you have to be really patient with them because they don't know what to do. Their only community is probably that website. I mean, for you go to a very queer school, and luckily there is a very big trans population in our area, which is amazing, and we're very lucky to have that. And you live in California, there's gotta be trannies out there too, come on. But it's just, patience is very important when dealing with people who are coming out as transgender. This is for everyone. I mean, if someone comes out to you as transgendered, it's very important to be very patient with them, because they're going to have a lot of trial and error with themselves, and they're going to have a lot of, I don't know, maybe I'm not, I don't want to be, what if people see me as a freak, what if I don't look good today, what if I don't pass? Passing is just sort of the term that has been adopted by the trans community as a sign of do I pass versus my anatomical sex? Because I know it's just, it's hard to explain. Like, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I do know a lot of guys who are on T, have had top surgery, and are still very unsure of whether or not they're going to be seen as female. It's a big fear that's been installed into our heads because society does not accept us for who we are. And it is a very scary thing going into the bathroom, going into a men's bathroom, and sitting down to pee because the other guys in the bathroom are not sitting down to pee, and they might be listening, but half the time they're not. People just get paranoid. I know I'm still a little bit paranoid, but mostly about running into people I know. Like, that would be an awkward situation. But, it's just, you gotta have patience. And I feel like I'm just going to keep circling and circling. So in closing, passing, yes, while it's kind of like you're not passing as yourself, most people see it as passing versus their anatomical sex. And just patience is something that we all need to learn, and that everyone who deals with transgendered people need to learn. Also, I just want to say Happy International Day of Transgender Visibility 2010. I forgot and didn't do anything. Oops, that's okay. I hope everyone has a good week, and see you Friday on Queer League. And I hope this kind of clears stuff up and kind of just brings in a discussion on the YouTube community about passing, because it is something that we do need to discuss. We're getting younger and younger and younger coming out, and it's important to be very knowledgeable and to get our education out there via video. Yes. Alright. Peace.